Hey, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Tony 3 times, and I'm back at you with another video, man, from the YouTube channel. They will kill you, and this look like when fake muscles go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't supposed to fake them things. In the gym, hit them gels. You know what I'm saying? Them gel workouts, work out. It ain't that hard, bro. I used to be fit. Now I'm a little slimmer. It ain't that hard, but got me a little Popeyes, you know what I'm saying? A little drink. I was hungry, but let's get to the video. Let's look at these dumbass dudes.
Number 9. Kirill TERESHIN. After leaving the army, Russian man Kirill TERESHIN went on a SYNTHOL program through which his arms grew 10 inches within 10 days. As a result of abusing the process, TERESHIN would have dead flesh removed from his arms and face the risk of having his limbs amputated. SYNTHOL is often characterized as a muscle-building steroid, but it's actually entirely different. Anabolic steroids work in a manner similar to testosterone and increase protein within cells, particularly in skeletal muscles. SYNTHOL is mainly made up of oil.
Wow. I mean, who wants to look at that? No, my girl ain't here, but I kind of want to save this picture, bro, and ask her, like, if I was that big, you know what I'm saying, would she still, be having my back? Like, would you still be messing with your boy? Because these dudes look retarded. Bro, he said his arm grew 10 inches in 10 days.
With low concentrations of lidocaine and alcohol. It's injected into muscles strictly for cosmetic purposes, and unlike anabolic steroids, plays no role in building functional muscle. TERESHIN, nicknamed Bazooka in his home country, had injected nearly a gallon of SYNTHOL into each arm before they started turning purple. The limbs were horribly swollen, particularly when viewed in contrast with his slim frame. Before long, doctors told TERESHIN that abscesses had started to form and he was facing death or amputation. He had a high fever while experiencing severe pain and weakness. The SYNTHOL had saturated the muscle tissue and killed it by blocking blood flow. Doctors removed 3 pounds of dead muscle from TERESHIN's artificially enlarged biceps with great precision, so as to maintain the function of his nerves and veins. It would be the first of several planned surgeries. Number 8. SYNTHOL RAMBO.
Yo, dude was skinny as hell. With damn hippo arms, bro. What's wrong with dude? I don't get it.
While the mainstream attention that SYNTHOL has generated can mainly be attributed to instances of horrific abuse, the substance has even been used by professional bodybuilders. In competitions, the aesthetic and mass of the muscle is critical. Therefore, some bodybuilders will inject it in areas of their body that aren't as developed. The oil will rapidly enhance muscles that are lacking. It's also worth mentioning that in most countries, using SYNTHOL isn't illegal. The risks associated with it, however, are many and shouldn't be overlooked or taken lightly. It can cause stroke, nerve damage, infections, and pulmonary embolisms, as well as cysts, granulomas, and ulcers in the tissue. Since the muscle isn't properly developed, gravity may cause it to droop. Such is the case of SYNTHOL RAMBO. He went viral on Brazilian social media due to his arms, which are obviously ill-equipped to handle his SYNTHOL use. The man, who emulates the action film character for his followers, has arms which look as if they're melting over his elbows. Some experts have argued that his biceps and triceps could have already undergone severe trauma and may have become infected as a result of being overwhelmed by the oil.
Honey could save you hundreds of dollars this year and thousands of dollars over your lifetime. And here's how Honey works. This is $3,000 worth of shoes. Apply coupon, give Honey a
Number 7. ARLINDO de SOUZA. While aware of the dangers associated with injecting oil in his body, ARLINDO de SOUZA considered them a risk worth taking for having the biggest arms in Brazil. While the rest of de Souza's body was average-sized, his traps and 29-inch arms were enormous. De Souza had already been taking a cocktail of hormones, steroids, and horse vitamins when he was introduced to SYNTHOL by one of his gym friends. Seeing how fast the oil bulked up his muscles, de Souza became addicted. He grew to an abnormal mass that earned him a reputation in his hometown of Olinda, where he was nicknamed the Mountain. his muscles became so large.
Alright. They say it's nothing but like oil, right? So that don't make you strong. You just look strong. So a little dude like me, you hear me?
That they were deformed and unnaturally shaped. However, his strength hadn't
And whenever I see a big dude, I'm gonna think he did that. I'm gonna whoop on him.
increased as the man maintained the same workout regime. De Souza eventually stopped injecting the oil as more of his friends started experiencing adverse effects. Some developed infections that led to amputation, while one of his friends, Paulino, lost his life. It convinced De Souza to change his perspective on the filler, which he ultimately claimed that he didn't recommend to anyone. Still, De Souza admitted that the temptation to inject more oil was always there and that maintaining control was a constant battle. Number 6. UK bodybuilder injects coconut oil. An unnamed man from the UK went to the doctor with a ruptured tricep at
Bro. I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. Folks be a little, you know what I'm saying? I put like coconut oil in my hair, on my skin. You know, I be using African shea butter. But I ain't never inject nothing. I don't get it.
as the result of abusing various muscle enhancements. 4 years prior, the 25-year-old had taken up bodybuilding and was going to the gym regularly. Over the course of several months leading up to the doctor visit, the man experienced severe pain in his arm and had trouble moving it. An ultrasound then revealed a tear in the tendon that connected the bone near the elbow to the triceps. The doctors also noticed that the multiple cysts had formed in his arm muscle. When asked about it, the bodybuilder admitted that he'd been injecting coconut oil into his muscles to increase their definition and size. He'd also been using anabolic steroids, which, in combination with the oil, had stiffened the muscle and caused the rupture. The bodybuilder had a rather unsettling history of abusing his health for the sake of muscular gains. He'd injected insulin without a prescription, which led to him experiencing seizures. He'd also injected himself with vitamin B12 and developed a bacterial infection. The operation,
I ain't gonna lie, I think bro just like, you know what I'm saying? I think he just like injecting stuff. Bro, no cap.
on his triceps was a success, but according to his medical report, the man wouldn't be dissuaded of his risky bodybuilding practices. Number 5. MOUSTAFA ISMAIL.
I ain't gonna lie. Only got a couple pieces left. I kind of messed it up, bro. Goddamn. Put it in the microwave a little too long. House came out a little hard. I'm done with that.
At one point in time, Massachusetts-based bodybuilder MOUSTAFA ISMAIL held the Guinness World Record for the largest arm circumference at a staggering 31 inches. Ismail's upper arms were larger than some people's waists. However, Guinness subsequently stopped accepting claims for arm proportions because they came with too many variables to be undisputed. This basically meant that some strength athletes actually trained to attain gigantic mass while others opted to inject SYNTHOL, and the ensuing debate would find no resolution. Ismail was, as argued by many experts of the fitness industry, in the category of athletes who injected SYNTHOL. He was referred to as the Egyptian Popeye, and claimed his enormous arms were strictly the result of high food and water intake as well as a grueling workout regime. Still, the outstanding difference between his arms and the rest of his average-sized body warranted suspicion. Moreover, such an extreme level of SYNTHOL use would undoubtedly have severe complications in the long run. It's not uncommon for SYNTHOL users to become addicted in equal parts to the injections as well as the attention that they receive.
See? I told you. They getting addicted to that. They addicted to that, bro. For real. Weirdos, man.
For their swollen muscles. For MOUSTAFA, a former world record holder, the desire to maintain his mass would cause him to further endanger his health.
So, you need a logo. The obvious choice is going to Fiverr and finding a logo design.
Hey,
Number 4. Romario dos Santos Alves. Bodybuilder Romario dos Santos Alves turned to synthol injections in order to model his body.
Hey, no judging. What you see, bro, on the left? What is that? Then this dude on the right think he just Billy Bad. But back to the left, dude arm is like my arm, but with with muscles like my head. Like, I don't know, bro. I never felt good about like faking stuff, or never felt good about lying. These dudes feel they proud of their little oil field arms. That's crazy.
Body after that of the Hulk, his favorite superhero. He'd eventually struggled with a synthol addiction that almost cost him his life. Dos Santos Alves started injecting the oil in 2012 after moving from his hometown to Goiânia in Brazil. He was introduced to the filler by his friends at the gym. The bodybuilder would inject the oil constantly until his arms ballooned up to 25 inches in circumference. They became full of rock-like cysts, and the man could no longer inject himself with regular needles. Still, he needed his synthol fix, so he bought and used the strongest needles on the market, a type that was only used on bulls. After learning about the dangers of synthol,
It's never that serious.
his wife made it clear that he had to choose between their relationship and the risky substance. Dos Santos Alves became severely depressed and even tried to take his own life when his wife was 6 months pregnant. He was subsequently removed from his job and hospitalized. He decided he had to give up the filler that had already begun to cause him severe health problems. Dos Santos Alves was in constant pain and almost suffered kidney failure as a result of the infection. Doctors told him that the only course of action was to amputate his arms, but they were ultimately successful in removing the cysts, and the bodybuilder kept his limbs. Number 3. German bodybuilder injects sesame oil. For 8 years, an unnamed semi-professional German bodybuilder injected himself with sesame seed oil on a daily basis. This
Like sesame seed that going like a goddamn Burger King bun, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This one was like kind of just outrageous. Just a little outrageous here.
caused irreversible damage to his muscles. He developed a systemic infection and red swellings over his right arm, which prevented him from lifting weights. The man had injected the sterilized sesame seed oil at numerous intramuscular locations in order to get bigger muscles. An MRI was performed, and it revealed over 100 intramuscular oil cysts. Septic surgery of his right arm showed that normal muscle was almost completely absent, and there were no signs of muscle regeneration.
See? That's what I'm saying. So a dude like that, you don't really have muscles. I will whoop you. You feel me, bro? Man, big dude. Hey, if you're a big dude watching this video, bro, comment down here, bro. Let me know if you actually working out or if you like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know, bro. It's just I don't know, bro. People be looking freakishly, you know what I'm saying, in this world, bro. I don't know, bro.
The mutilation to his muscular tissue was so extensive that years later the man still experienced pain and was unable to perform weight training. Today's topic was requested by Instagram follower at tdyshirt89. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below, or follow us on Instagram and reach out to us there. Number 2. VALDIR SEGATO. Brazilian bodybuilder VALDIR SEGATO abused synthol in order to turn himself into what some have called...
See, usually you see that, you feel me, you gonna turn away like, hey, bro, I'm good. You getting out of there, I'm good. But now that I watched this video, bro,
the real-life Hulk. As a youth, Segato was addicted to drugs and had become severely emaciated, and he was called hurtful nicknames like Skinny Dog. Segato vowed to get big. He gave up drugs and went to the gym, but soon found that synthol was the quickest route to the
at least he gave up drugs, but then started putting more stuff in them.
bulk he wanted. He became addicted to the substance, which he kept injecting into his body into his 50s. He went from 120 pounds to 177,
That's 57 pounds of straight oil.
with oil accounting for most of that extra weight. His chest, arm, shoulder, and back muscles became incredibly swollen, even though his arms measured 23 inches and barely clung to his bones. SEGATO wanted to get even bigger. He was warned by doctors to stop injecting SYNTHOL as he faced irreparable nerve damage and even amputation. Regardless, SEGATO was entirely committed to his dangerous lifestyle and used the social media.
Look like dude got a goddamn boob job, bro. He look like one of them Dolly Partons or something. Like, you look crazy, bro.
Handle VALDIR SYNTHOL. He reveled in the attention he was given and the reputation he had as a monster on the streets of Sao Paulo. Join the They Will Kill You team by rocking the latest merch from theywillkillyou.com. Order yours today to be one of the first to spread the word. Number 1. RONNY RONO. Kenyan former bodybuilder RONNY RONO struggled with severe depression after his body was disfigured as a result of suspected SYNTHOL injections. His chest was asymmetrically swollen while his arms were wasting away, having become mere flaps of skin. According to his family members, RONO would rarely get out of bed and couldn't look at himself in the mirror without breaking down.
I would have been depressed too. I don't condone suicide, but that probably would, I don't know, bro. But I wouldn't do these kind of things, so we good.
In tears, RONO claimed he had no recollection of ever injecting himself with oil. Still, he admitted to being a heavy drinker during his bodybuilding days and believed it possible someone else had injected him. RONO's doctors claimed that his muscles showed signs of a severe reaction to SYNTHOL. Aside from disfigurement, the 30-year-old bodybuilder suffered from a myriad of other associated afflictions that led to his death in November of 20.
Dang. Hey, y'all. RIP to my boy RONNY RONO, man. He said he ain't injected himself. He said he wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't on that. RIP to bro.
19. Thanks for watching. If there weren't any...
Yep. We done with the video. It's your boy Tony 3 times. And like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what you wanted me to react to next. It's only getting better. It's only getting better, man. It's only getting better.